Whew. Let's do some vibe coding. Oh, just to hang out. We are gonna open. I gotta figure out the. What's up, Kevin? This. Let's say run server. Doing the content automation. Run server. Hey, Kevin. You're gonna see the content automation machine. It's just loading right now. Gotta wake up Claude. Start Claude nice and early in the morning so that he is coding all day for you. He's doing all of your work, all of your vibe coding. So we're releasing this content automation app to the community. Pretty crazy. We're the only community that gives away full applications. Good morning, Devin. You're early. Up early. Okay, so now it's just loading. This is Claude. Nothing fancy. Just VS Code. Just vibe coding. I more want to inspire you guys too. He's loading the program. There it is. We can now see, the content automation app. Nice. We are getting this bad boy ready for production, which is terrifyingly crazy. Yeah. So you guys are going to hang out. I'm recording the manual for this. Yeah, that way I could give it away to my members today. They'll get the template, they'll get the training manual. That sounds good. And then everyone has a happy Saturday and starts automating their content. That sounds like a good idea. So, you guys are kind of just seeing behind the scenes of how I record courses now. Because this technically is going to be the course for the community. Excellent. Let's get OBS up and running. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Saturday. My 10 a.m. canceled, so I figure what a good time to now. Does that change? Oh, OBS crashed. That's nice. Hey, OBS. I'll show a demo of this in a moment. Actually, here. This is what the video thing outputs.
What if I told you the best AI isn't a single tool? Most people waste time with the wrong AI, but I've tested everything for 3 years, and the secret is using the right AI for each specific task. My team and I found Claude Opus 4.5 is the absolute go-to starter model. It just gets it. It matches my writing style 85 to 93% of the time, which is insane. If you're using the same AI for everything, you're leaving performance on the table. It's like using a hammer for every single job. The real question isn't what's the best AI, it's what's the best tool for this task. I've broken down my entire AI toolkit by use case. Want to see exactly which AI I use for what and when? Save this video and follow for more AI hacks.
Okay, that's good enough. Make sure we talk in the mic. I'm going to record the rest of this course because our members are like, John, we would like said app. And I'm like, I want to give you the app. So recorded part 1. We left off recording part 2 to reshow how you train your avatar. Just after you create it in Canva and then upload it. So it's going to be created from Canva, okay? That is what we need to automate our content. Nice. So that is damn good avatar. Pretty crazy. So we need to go to Canva. It's going to lag because we have every resource necessary needed to focus on doing nothing but producing content. Do I need? Yeah, I need that. We only have an hour to get some work done, so we're gonna automate some of it. I already have part 1 of the course already recorded, so this will record part 2. Ooh, okay. Canva. Where are my designs, Canva? Okay, we'll work off this. Perfect. I don't care about that. Okay. I think we made it to this part in the video. Let's go. Let's double check part 1. We were recording last night.
Welcome. This is the tutorial for how to set up the content automation.
We may have to record that part over. Okay. Did we get to the Canva? Well, it looks like we got to the Canva.
And copy ID.
But we made it to Canva. We didn't have to go that far. We didn't have to do any of that. Hopefully. 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 Hey, hold on, I need to talk to my developer. Hey, Claude, when they upload a URL of a photo that's 1080 by 1080 to use to train for the API, when it returns the image, can we, in the payload instructions, pick the background that it's going to return it with? Because I have a feeling it may return it. Well, let's see. That is a concern I have, but we shall see. All right, looks like I could just continue from Canva. None of that is necessary. None of that is necessary.
They are just evolving. They're only going to get better. Jesus. Now, next, go ahead and go to HeyGen. Create a
Okay, yeah, we're gonna start from there. We're gonna skip the whole HeyGen thing because we're gonna test another route. I think this will work too. Hello everyone, I'm automating my content with this content automation machine. So just sharing. Jesus, already 10:50. I'm not gonna work that much on this then. What time is? Two p.m. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, we have less than an hour to work on this. Okay, which is fine. We can at least get some of this working. Okay, so we can pivot straight from once you have your avatar. Okay, test 1 2 1 2 test. Test 1 2. I think this works. Okay. What are we doing? I've already built the content automation app. It's all done. It's built. It works. So now, I mean, it's been pumping out content for quite some time, for a whole week already. So now I'm ready to give it away to my members in my community. Yes, a free software that completely automates their entire content marketing with an AI avatar that pumps out content that looks like this. He's muted right now. Just he sounds exactly like me. But this avatar, you pump in a piece of content. 10 minutes later, you get an entire fully produced, edited, scripted video with you, and you never had to get on camera. That's one of the biggest things that people want in 2026 is they want to create content, but they don't want to get on camera. And I get it. So we have a completely automated content machine that literally takes you and could pump out content like this multiple times a day, and you never have to get on camera. You never have to read a script. You never have to write another social media caption. This publishes content across 6 social media channels, completely automated, so that you go from idea to publish video in 10 minutes to publish online in 2 minutes or a minute with like 2 presses of 2 buttons. Justin, is also good for faceless brands? Yep. Well, faceless brands, you have to have a face to it. You have to have a brand to it. There's no such thing as a face. A faceless brand there's no such thing. There are like every business has to have a face or representative in order for them to scale. You may get by like selling a product faceless, but you're not a brand. You're not a business. And so you have to have some persona, some influencer represent your brand. Problem is influencers are expensive. They come with a lot of requirements and caveats, and they take lots of time to get in touch with, and they're very expensive too. They like to price their rate very expensively. And so we could spin up an avatar. It could be a fictitious character. Doesn't have to be real. And this guy will pump out content for the rest of dawn of time until they upgrade the model. So if you have a brand or business and you want to automate your content, this is a content app that pumps out content like this, fully script written. It does all the writing for you. It literally does your whole content automation. So I'm giving it away to members, and right now what I'm doing is recording the training manual, basically. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek of what the training manual is on how to go through it. So if I'm talking and it's not to you, it's not because I'm rude. It's just more I'm recording the tutorial off screen for my members in my community so that they could get the manual this weekend and start automating their content next week. That's my goal. I didn't realize that I'd be starting this year as a SaaS platform. It lots of time to get in touch with, and they're very expensive too. Awesome. I like that. What's the value of a robotic talking head? Anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. Like, it just depends. Like for business owners, their time it takes for them to like record a piece of content usually takes an hour. For them to produce 90 pieces of content, which is the minimum requirement for you to do content every single month, usually they don't have enough time. And so their time and hourly rate is very valuable. So this isn't for freelancers, small businesses, side hustlers. This is for like brokers, real estate agents, attorneys, like professionals that are making over 200 to 300K a year that want to scale their business without having to run paid ads. They have to do content, which is the crazy thing. Why not just do a voiceover? Well, why not just automate the whole process so that the brand never has to get on camera or do anything, but they have a representative showing up. So that's my whole thing. I am the only app in the world that has the full thing automated, which is fun. Value, why does it? So that's going to be the fun things. And he said, it's free. Where can I access it? Inside the community. You have to be a community member. I give a lot of free tools away for my community members. But this is, custom GPTs, 1,000 prompts. Now we're giving away apps, fully application. The person who kind of looks fake, which loses my interest, that's cool. It isn't for you. It's for brands that are making 300K or more that want to have a representative pump out content. Totally not for you, trust. We have already a couple I gotta set up a couple brands. I have to digitally clone two people next week to set up the system for them, um, which is actually right. They're both one's a CEO, and then the other is a public speaker, so like a public speaking coach. They both don't have time, obviously, to create content, so they hired me to create this. Well, they hired me to create this machine. They saw my machine. They're like, oh, I would like to have content automated for me. And I'm like, we have done for you service. And so they're like, oh, cool, done for you service. I would love that. So I never have to be bothered about that. Digital clones might be a fad now, but not going to last long term. You're totally right, Finer Things. You're totally right. Hope you have a great day. For people that want to make money, welcome. Okay, so this is going to be the demo for, not so much the demo, it's more of the manual. So you're going to hear me flop around, I'm recording another part on the side. So please forgive me if I'm not talking to you. It's not because I'm rude, it's because I'm literally recording a training manual how to set up this app for my members so that they could download the software today, get access to it, hook it up, and then automatically start pumping out content with the click of a button, which is going to be this app that you see here. If you've been following my live stream for the past week, we've been spending 3-4 hours a day on a hackathon marathon to get this app to where it's at right now. So super happy with the cost, the automation of it. Like, it pumps out content for $1. $1. What are you going to spend on $1? That, like, this dollar piece of content will get you more impressions on your business to make you more money without having to pay ads. So this is so cool. Okay, so we also did a lot of changes last night. I got to test, so you're going to see me test a lot of stuff in real time. Okay, this all looks good. We got to test the avatar. I don't know if the avatar is going to work, but we're going to see. Good job. No, thank you, Z. You can get this app inside the community. Just join. Okay, hosts. We're going to fix that. There's a couple bugs in here, but it wouldn't be an MVP if it didn't have bugs. So, okay, so forgive me. I'm going to record my screen right now and start recording the course for the next, like, 30-40 minutes. Hey Siri, set a 1 hour timer. Okay, so you guys are going to see me watch the you guys can answer questions in the chat. I'll definitely answer them, so I'm definitely watching the chat. So hope you're having a great day. I'm Jonathan. I help businesses automate their entire business. Basically, businesses come to me to automate their content, marketing, sales, so that they could get more leads, get more sales. I'm showing the process of one of the apps that I vibe coded for me, my community, and my clients, so that we can click a button and pump out content like this with our avatar and never have to get on camera again. Z says, I built one with multi-agent, which is quite good. Nice, Z. I like it. I want you guys more to build. Like, I just want to inspire you to build. Because now is a gold rush of, like, Claude is so good. I can't tell too many people about Claude because then the cat's out of the bag. It's like, oh, no, Claude's not that bad. Claude fumbles. It's I don't recommend Claude. No, you shouldn't use Claude. Meanwhile, I'm vibe coding complete full stack applications using Claude and writing no code. So anyways, all right, let me get into this real flow for just a little while. Okay. See if it shows up. Cool. Now that you have your avatar created in Canva, let's go ahead and download him. Let's go to share, download. We definitely need a PNG. Select just this page right here, and then go ahead and download. So now that's downloading. Remember, it has to be 1080, and the image has to be uploaded to a public URL for this to make it easy, so that the automation is going to go fetch that URL and use that headshot in the instructions to go and edit the video, basically, or to go and generate the HeyGen video. So, or to go and generate your talking head avatar. So, there you go. Here's what the audio.
Hacks.
Reset.
What if I told you the best AI
There we go.
isn't a single tool? Most people waste time with the wrong AI, but I've tested everything for 3 years, and the secret is using the right AI for each specific task. My team and I found Claude Opus 4.5 is the absolute go-to starter model.
That's the video. And we're actually going to change the outfit today, which is actually kind of cool. So it pumps out video like that. You paste the script, press a button, 10 minutes later, this comes out and costs $1. Crazy, right? I know. Insane. Insane in the membrane. I already have, oh fuck. I already have like 3 clients I got to get set up this week with it. Cool. For your website, I recommend Hostinger or any website where, let's see. For uploading your image, you could choose any public site, anywhere where you can get a public URL. I recommend Cloudinary or Hostinger, ideally Hostinger where your website is. So go ahead and log in. It's verifying if I'm a human. Human. Oh. Now it's like, hey, we need to verify your ID. Sure. Hostinger. Nice. Okay. Hello, AI Washila. Now that you're logged into your Hostinger account or your website domain account or your website hosting account, go to your website, go to your file. For your website, you're looking for a file manager. Every website has it. And once you go into your file manager, perfect. Every file manager is roughly the same. You're going to have some public HTML file there. That's where your whole website lives. So if we go into it, we're going to create a new folder here. Call it avatars, because you may have one or many of them. That is going to be the domain. So if your website is www.ai.com, this will be avatars. So that's the name of the folder, is the name of the URL. And then you could also, whatever the name of the image is like that. That's going to be the name of the whole URL, basically of what we're going to create. We created a folder inside your public HTML folder. And then from there, we're going to insert a file in that folder called image.png, basically. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do that. Now here, I have that HeyGen avatar. Just go ahead and drop him in. He's going to be uploading. Perfect. Right click on him and rename. Image.png. It could be anything, honestly. I'll just put blue shirt. Avatar blue shirt. Simple. Rename. Make sure there's no spaces as well too. Perfect. Now to test this out, if you go to your website URL, this is this website URL. It's just a test URL right now. It's going to be yourprofessionalwebsite.com basically. So here we're going to do /images / the name of the file. Oh, avatar. So this is your website. Here we're going to add, so here we're going to create the URL, or here we're just going to, actually, because you don't have, it doesn't give you the link, does it? Like view? No, that would have been cool. Okay, you got to build the URL. So now we're going to build the URL. So this is the URL of my website. It's just a test website. So it could be like myawesomewebsite.com, basically. Our folder is avatars. And in that folder, the name of the file is avatarblueshirt.png. So the folder is avatars. So this is how you could upload a public URL. So this is how you can add an image to your website host completely for free. And when it loads that URL, and there's the public URL. It's the correct dimensions, 1080 by 1080, green screen background, ready to go. So that's our public URL. Now your avatar is ready to go. So now your avatar is ready to go. So if you go inside of the app, go to settings and scroll all the way down, you can add many avatars. I'm going to delete this guy. Oh. Hey Claude, in the settings, when the user goes to delete an avatar, he's unable to delete the avatar. I press the button and nothing happens. And then since you're going to be cooking, that's all good. Go ahead and work on that. That would be cool, Claude. Okay. Now that you have your avatar and a public URL where to find your avatar, go ahead and go to settings in the app and then scroll down. Scroll down to where it says add a photo avatar. You're going to paste that public URL right here. So there's that public URL, and then give it a name. Add. And now you have your new avatar loaded. So go ahead and select them. They are now active. You could like refresh just to like double check. It saves. Yep, refresh. It's saved. So now this avatar is ready to be used in the automation. So if we go to the dashboard, let's see, do I need anything else? I do need to know how to set up record setting up API keys. Okay, that's gonna be important. Now that your avatar is loaded, and you can see here it's active. Oh, perfect. Now that you can see your avatar is here and it's active and selected, you can now use him in your automation. So if you go to dashboard, for this example, I'm just going to go to TechCrunch just to grab some news piece, for example. Trying to find some like relevant content that's actually Oh, here we go. Okay, so I found a random article. So all I have to do is copy this URL, go to the app, paste the URL. I want to do this. Top of funnel basically is that it's just broad awareness for just like, hey, everyone should know about this. Pretty important. Middle of funnel is, hey, if you're struggling with this, here's 3 tips on actually how to solve said problem. And then bottom of funnel is like, I work with clients that have your pain point, and if you want to no longer have that pain point, join my program, buy my course, get my book, join my one-on-one coaching, and I can help you get said transformation. So it's just a bottom of funnel hard sell. Your content needs to go through a cycle of top, middle, bottom, and repeat every cycle. So every piece of content that you should put out, it has to go in that cycle. And then if you want to scale, you just double the amount of content that you're doing. So you're doubling 2 top of funnels, 2 middle of funnels, 2 bottom of funnels, and repeat. 2 top of funnels, 2 middle of funnels, 2 bottom of funnels, and repeat. And if you scale, you're just adding more, but keeping the same cycle. This is how you get your content to go from just post and hoping to actually nurturing warming leads and bringing them into your funnel to get more leads and get more sales without having to create more content, basically, or without having to run ads. So we're going to paste it. I'm going to do bottom of funnel, make sure my automation is on, and then click run. That's it. My job is done for feeding the machine. The machine is now going to go through the process and go and produce said piece of content. We're also fixing bugs on the back end. Hmm. There it goes. Now it's starting the process. It's going to go fetch the items. Wow, it did the articles, it did the sort prompt, it did the script, or it did the B-roll prompt, it did the script prompt, it did the captions, it wrote all that, and now it's generating the voice. Oh, we have to change where you change voices. Um, we also need a place in the settings for the user to change the ID of the voice ID from fish.audio. That needs to be a variable in the settings for them to change. And then also same thing like avatars, they can change different voices there too. What are you using to do this? Is this something like Jupyter Notebooks? Interesting. Jupyter Notebooks. That's super hyper specific. Nope, just Claude. Claude Code is doing, by the way, this is Claude Code. He's doing all the coding. And if you guys don't, for context, I'm teaching. Okay, we'll fix that in a moment. So that would be a bug to fix. Record setting up API keys. I have to record the new how to clone your voice. Oh man, this tutorial is going to be all over the place. As long as we get it recorded and I can edit it tonight, that's all that matters. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the herb. That's a sweet herb, you might say. Oh. I may have to rerun that. So, Claude is recording. By the way, meet Claude. Claude, the world. Claude is the best software developer that I would not be able to run or launch a SaaS product to my community if it wasn't for Claude. I'm not a software developer. So weird. What's up, Edom? Good to see you. By the way, this is coming. I swear, even on the weekends, I'm working for you guys. Like I am trying to, like, on a Saturday, building and writing or creating the tutorial documentation so that you guys can get this app as soon as possible. Also, fixing a lot of bugs so that you guys don't have to deal. You get a good experience with it. It's gonna be buggy. Let's be honest. So it's a quite sophisticated app. Like it replaces your entire marketing department. Department. Like you would have to hire a full-time team. You need a video editor. You need a copywriter. You need a social media manager. You would need an editor. You would need a photographer. You would need a researcher. You would need and a manager to manage all of the people, to coordinate all of them. All full-time jobs eliminated with this app. Literally eliminated. You thought AI was going to come for your job? Oh, no, 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 no. Like, vibe coders are coming for your job now. That's terrifying. That's actually terrifying. If someone were to say like AI is coming for your job, I'd be like, man, Terminator, get out of here. It's not coming happening. But if they said a vibe coder is coming for my job, I am doomed. Like I would be terrified. I would be like, oh shoot, that young kid in the team who knows how to vibe code, but I'm old and I don't know how to vibe code, so I'm irrelevant. And then is he's vibe coding apps and making me look horrible and impressing the boss and getting a promotion and getting more job opportunities because he knows how to vibe code. Meanwhile, I can't get a job, and there's this thing called AI literacy that now every job application is requiring that for you to be AI literate. What does that mean? I've never heard that before. Where can I go to get AI training? And then you're on the job market for 6 months, can't get a job because all the junior and mid-level jobs are being automated through AI. So 2026 is going to be very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It's like, oh. So each and every one of you on here is going to vibe code, right? 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 I don't want you 6 months from now to go like, John, 6 months from now, I should start vibe coding now, and it's already like March. And it's like, you missed the train. You're massively behind. I mean, some of the clients still want to play with ChatGPT, and I'm like, why are you still playing with ChatGPT? Stop. Stop. Like, okay, cool. So go to the settings. We now have a fish audio voice, and we have an ID. Okay, um, so I should probably stop it there, and then let's go to fish audio. Okay. Man, this tutorial's all over the place. Okay. Now that we clone your avatar, the next thing that we want to do is clone your voice. So there are many different services that do this. We chose Fish.audio because it's more affordable than 11 Labs. And also, personally, I thought it was like the voice cloning was like way better than 11 Labs. And you only need 90 seconds of an audio clip minimally to clone your voice. So pretty quick and easy to get set up. So go ahead and create an account and log in. Welcome to Fish.audio. Now that you're logged in, let's go ahead and clone your voice. On the left-hand side, go to voice cloning. And then here, you can either record an audio clip or you can upload an audio clip. I do recommend uploading a clean audio file, unedited, uninterrupted, just natural flow. You can talk about anything. Honestly, you could just open up the Bible and just start reading. We just need at least 210 seconds. which is like 4 minutes. So minimally they need 30 seconds. Max, they need roughly about 4 minutes max. I've done it with like 2-minute clips. Just give them as much audio recording as possible. That's the cleanest voice, unedited. So here you're going to go ahead and upload. Hello, test 1 2 3. Hello, test 1 2 3. I'm cloning my voice. I'm cloning my voice. I am cloning my voice because I am cloning my voice, cloning my voice. Everybody knows that I'm cloning my voice. And if I sing, I should probably not sing because this isn't a song. I'm just cloning my voice. Clone my voice, clone my voice. We're just trying to record an audio sound for recording my voice. All right. Actually, let me do that again. Also, a quick way to record your voice is press Command-Shift-5 on your computer or your Mac, and this will record the videos directly to your computer screen. So I'm just going to talk for 30 seconds. Hello, test 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5. I want to take you to an amazing land where there's lots of chocolate and free candy, and there's free AI credits, unlimited credits, all the AI tools to help you turn your superpowers into amazing superpowers. You're going to be the AI expert in your community. People are going to come to you and be like, I want to learn AI, and you're the only one that knows AI. While everyone else is dabbling with ChatGPT and looking for that perfect prompt, you're there actually showing them how to build actual applications, actual things, and not showing them how to do just basic prompts, but actually showing them how to build automations so that they press buttons and their work gets done in an hour. For what used to take days and weeks and months is now a click of a button, thanks to AI and automation. Now that you have a video recorded just on your screen computer right here, if you click done to save it, and then it's going to get saved to your desktop. There it is. Since you're using QuickTime, if you're using QuickTime, you could just go File, Export, and just get the audio. I think you could even just, so let me close this. I think you could even just upload like the video file too. Yeah, MP4, MOV, like you could just upload just a straight MOV file. I just want to do it just because it's a smaller size, so it will actually process faster. So there it is, good. Go ahead and click continue. Call it test, well, call it your name. For mine, I'm just going to do test so that I know. Perfect. You give it description. You could give it some extra. These are just optional. It is private. Perfect. And click create. Don't worry if it doesn't sound exactly like your voice. We can go into the settings to tweak it. But one of the biggest things, especially with the avatar and voice, don't chase perfection. This isn't like, it doesn't look like me, or it's not perfect. The technology is getting better. It's more the importance, the fact that we're automating your entire content is more important than trying to look perfect, per se, or sound perfect. It will get there. The technology is going to get there so much faster. What's up, Andy? This is called Fish.audio. So now that you cloned your voice, if you click on the 3 dots for it, you want to click copy model ID. It's a special ID number for this voice. If I click it, it adds it to my clipboard history. And if I paste it, we can see that's the ID number for the voice. Perfect. So now that we cloned our voice, also, can you add a section in there in the settings to add the parameters with like just make them number values that we can just change the number value easily. Just keep it simple. It doesn't have to be a slider or like a, or just show the number value for each of the values for the fish.audio parameters. Um, and so the user can adjust or tweak them in the settings. Adding a new feature to the app. Oh yeah, that means while I'm recording the training, I'm vibe coding. Vibe coding is this weird thing. It's like you're working, but you're not working. But you're working incredibly hard. Make that no fact, like no doubt. I am working incredibly hard vibe coding a SaaS app that is way outside my skill set. Like while I'm recording the tutorial video right now. So I kind of have to wait for him to do his magic so that we could paste the ID. And then actually, I think we can actually just get away with. Now, if you go to the app and then go to the settings, and then under the settings, if we scroll down, we have a section for Fish Audio Voice, and this is where you're going to add your voice clone here. So down here where it says add voice, paste that ID and then give them a name. I'm going to click add voice. There's my demo voice and it is now active. And if I just Command R or refresh my screen, Jonathan Demo is now the default voice. So now we've successfully cloned our voice and we've cloned our avatar. We've uploaded them into the settings and now we're ready to create content. Actually, we should probably test it out too. This is so cool. He's going to add settings in the back end so that you could tweak the voice. You will have to tweak the voice, basically. So I will have to kind of show that process. Now the next thing that we have to do is we have to customize the settings for the voice, because right out the gate it's not going, may or may not be perfect. There may be little tweaks that you want to do. So we're going to use this voice in a test right here. So you could also get to this setting if you go to home, you go text to speech, you can select the model, even if he's not there, for example. So from here, you can select the voice. Even if my voice wasn't here, you can select the voice model, search for here. Search. You could go under my voices, and there's the one I currently use. There's the new one that we just created, so we'll use this voice. Perfect. And then here we can test it, and you'll have like some free credits enough to like test this. So more importantly, these are the settings that you want to customize. You'll be able to add these values for your voice. So it's your voice with the settings. The settings are going to tweak it to make it a little fast, a little slow, a little more motion. So you're going to fine tune your voice model here. And again, don't try and chase perfection. Just try and get it as close as you can. So to do that, I'm going to click generate and play after you have just some sentences here for script.
1, 2, 3. Let me show you something magical. Imagine having AI robots that do your homework while you sleep, and they're learning from your brain waves to create.
It's actually not bad. I actually do like that. I would like a little more speed. So I'm going to change this value and go up. Temperature. We can now for each of these values, temperature is going to control expressiveness. Higher is more emotion, lower is more stability. Top, and then if we look over this setting, the top controls variation, lower gives more consistency, but can also give me sound more rigid. So if we give a little more variation and a little more expressiveness, we can rerun this by clicking regenerate. He'll regenerate with the new
1, 2,
settings.
3, let me show you something magical. Imagine having AI robots that do your homework while you sleep, and they're learning from your brainwaves to create amazing projects. You'll be the wizard of automation, making things happen with just your thoughts.
Actually, that sounds really good. I'm happy with that. You can go back and forth and continue to tweak until you're happy. But now that you know, no, but you could go through and continue to tweak until you're happy. You also can change the different models. They have other models to try out. Honestly, this is purely subjective as far as trying to fine tune it to get it to closest that you feel is to your voice. Just get it as close as you can, tweaking and trying the different settings. So I found S1 was the easiest, and then I barely tweaked the settings from there. A little more expressiveness here. So a little more expressiveness, increase that value. A little more variation, just increase in tiny little tweaks. We're not like cranking this up, just tiny little tweaks. That's enough to clone your voice. I'm happy with that. So now if I go back to the app and hit refresh just to make sure you have the settings perfect. Oh, here, let's go. Now we're going to go back to the app to add those settings. So I would go to settings right here, and then you're going to scroll all the way down to adding, oh. So then scroll all the way down to voice parameters. These are the settings. There's your temperature, and these are the settings. Oh, then you scroll down to voice parameters. This is the settings for your Fish.audio voice. There's your speed, your temperature, the top P, and the volume. So we'll just go through one by one and just make sure these match. I'm just going to push him out on a side. This way I can see both of them side by side, basically. Actually, let's do this. I just kind of move my screen so that I can just resize and have the other one behind the screen, basically, just so I can see and compare both of them at the same time. So now I can see speed is 1.1. I can see temperature is 0.93. Ooh, those need to go to 2 decibels. Hold on. I need you to change the order of them. First one should be volume, second should be speed, third is temperature, fourth is top P, and then both temperature and top P, they have 2 decimal places after the decimal. Here's a screenshot for your reference. Sweet. Making little software updates. This is crazy if this works. Absolutely crazy if we just ship an app that people could just pump out avatar content with the click of a button. And then this weekend, I'm going to work on the B-roll. So the B-roll is going to be more infographic style. I think that's going to be really great. These things are going to be like the ultimate education avatars, basically. That's the crazy thing. Cool. Cloud Code is just updating the source code to make this part of the course easier. It's so weird being the developer of this as well too. I'm like, oh, this feature, the app doesn't have this feature. Hey, developer, that's me. Add this, and then I tell Claude, and I'm like, Claude, do this, and Claude's like, all right, sure, here you go, and I'm like, thanks, Claude. That's why we pay you the big bucks. Okay, Claude's done. All right, here we go. Let's re-record this. Nice, nice, nice. Much better, much better, much better. There we go. Sweet. Mhm. Okay. Where's the other app? Oh, here it is. So now I'm going to take this screen and just kind of shorten it right about here, for example. And then I'm going to bring the other window right here so I can just probably just bring this in so I can see both settings while I'm working on this. Cool. So now I can see, and then in the Content Automation app, you want to go to your settings and then scroll all the way down. And there's a section called Voice Parameters. So you just want this to match whatever you have the settings inside Fish Audio. So volume is at 0, speed is 1.1, perfect. You can use the up and down arrow to kind of change it if you want. And then temperature looks at 0.93. Again, you can change it if you want. That's perfect. And then top P is going to be 92. So you could change it. Perfect. And then go ahead and click Save. Perfect. Now your parameters are saved. And now your voice is now set up and ready to go inside the machine. Okay. Now, yeah, we're just going to it. So now, now that you have your cloned voice and the parameters, and you have your avatar all saved, and they're now selected as the now the new default one. So there's my Fish Audio voice. There's my avatar with the green background, the new one. Perfect. So now we're ready to test. So go ahead and go to the dashboard. And you can go to any website, really. Go find a piece of news related to your niche. I'm just going to go to TechCrunch, find a random article, and yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, close enough. I'm going to copy this, copy the URL. I'm going to just go to under the dashboard. I'm going to paste. There's two ways to paste content. You could just paste the URLs here, a list of them. Every new row is a new piece of record. Or you could just paste the text here for one piece of content. I'm going to make this a bottom of funnel. I'm going to make this a middle of funnel. And then I'm going to click add top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Top of funnel is like broad awareness, like, hey, you should be aware of this. Think of it like your grandma. It relates to her where she's like, oh, I understand what this is. Like, this could be relevant. Middle of funnel is like, hey, do you suffer with this pain point? Here's one specific thing that you can do to alleviate it. And then bottom of funnel is, hey, I help people like you completely eliminate or this pain point. And here's how to get started, for example. So just bottom of funnel, hard sell. Your content needs to go through a cycle of each of these elements before it repeats to the next one. So when you create your content, you're going to create a top of funnel, then a middle of funnel piece of content, and then a bottom of funnel piece of content, and then repeat that process. And then when you're starting to grow or scale, then you go 2 top of funnels, 2 middle of funnels, 2 bottom of funnels, and then repeat the cycle. So that's basically what that does. I'm just going to choose middle and then add it. Also be sure to make sure that the auto is checked. And then he's now going to go through the process of going fetch the articles, writing the B-roll, writing the script, generating the captions. Right now he's generating the new voice. Perfect. Now he's generating the avatar. And if we scroll down, we can test the new voice by clicking on the V. V is for voice.
Are you ready for ads inside ChatGPT? OpenAI is rolling them out. But as they say, you'll have some control. I've been digging into this, and it's a big shift for how we interact with AI. They're planning to integrate ads directly into the free version.
Perfect. So that's your new
Here's what
clone
you need.
voice. And now it's going to go through and assemble each of the elements and edit it. So this one writes a script. So if I click on that, you can see this is the script that was fed to your Fish.audio voice. So you can review, you're like, why did it say those things? Then you could go to voice. It opens a link to go and review the
Are you ready
voice.
for ads inside ChatGPT? OpenAI's world.
Perfect. Then it's going to go through and generate the avatar. While these are getting processed right now. Wait, in the HeyGen settings, I specifically put in the HeyGen settings. In the HeyGen settings, yeah, that one was a URL. I don't know about the ID, but I actually pasted a URL that's like this they should be using. So I pasted a URL inside where it says photo URL green screen. I pasted this link actually. Thank you for everyone that's following. Welcome. I am Vibe Coding, a content automation app that I give away for free to my members inside the community. This piece of automation, there we go. By the way, you completely irrelevant to learn NAN anymore. I like saying that because that statement shocks a lot of people. You're like, what? What do you mean I don't have to learn NAN anymore? Yeah, NAN is completely useless to learn now. You immediately need to go into Claude Code and start vibe coding. So this is the full stack content automation app that pumps out talking avatars that look like this.
Model. It just gets it. It matches my writing style 85 to 93% of the time, which is insane. If you're using the same AI for everything.
So basically you pipe in a piece of content, 10 minutes later, and $1 in cost, it pumps out a piece of content like this. And it works for any brand, any business. You could pump in any avatar. It could be an avatar of you or a fictitious character. And this is just one format. We're having more formats coming out, more POV stuff. I'm very excited for that. So this is a fully content automation app. And what I'm doing, there we go. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just recording the manual to give to my community members so they know how to use the app, how to set up and clone their voice, how to clone their avatar. So basically you go, how do you clone yourself? How do you clone your likeness? How do you clone your voice? How do you add it to the app? Because you could do different voices and different avatars. Plant that seed there. And then he could pump out content for $1.09. Every piece of content, $9. He could pump out what takes you an hour for $9 and 10 minutes. So like think of the businesses in competition. Regular businesses, traditional businesses, are going to create content manually. It's going to take them an hour just to create one 1 minute piece of video. Got to script, you got to research, you got to edit, you have to go and find the different captions, you have to record, you made a bunch of mistakes, you hate your life when you're recording, and then finally you have to edit everything, and then you have to schedule to publish it across 6 social media channels, and then that's going to take another hour. So it's going to take you 90 minutes just to publish one piece of content. Meanwhile, and then an hour and a half of your time, whatever that hourly rate is. Meanwhile, this automation, I press a button, 10 minutes later, piece of content comes out, perfectly recorded, perfectly edited, all ready to go, and I press another button and it gets published across 6 social media channels. I never had to get on camera. I can hand this over to my video editor or another member of my team who has no video editing skills, and they could pump out content and keep my pipeline full. So my calendar, all this week, we've been publishing multiple times a day with no effort. No effort. All 6 social media channels. So Oh yeah. Oh, we added a new feature. You could kind of see 5 videos that day, 4 videos that day, 5 videos that day, 4 videos today, 3 videos on Tuesday. So you can see how this kind of just keeps you consistent with no effort. And now next week we're going to be queuing up next week's content with the next evolution of the avatar. Ooh, I'm excited. And if you want this app, join the community and you get access to this app and you can automate your content only for members inside the community. Link, double click on my profile, gets you access to the community. It's $97 a month. Plus, we have live classes Tuesday through Friday, Tuesday through Thursday. And then this week, we're doing content automation. We already did GenSpark Mastery. We did vibe coding, VS Code, all last week. We vibe coded tools, vibe coded websites, vibe coded agentic workflows inside apps. That's the board of advisors. Yes, that board of advisors app is a agentic workflow in one prompt. And now we're going to be automating our content with AI avatars this week. Can you show how the content video looks? Oh yeah, sure. Here you go.
What if I
Oh, it does
what if,
everything. Thumbnail, it does it.
what if I told you the best AI isn't a single tool? Most people waste time with the wrong AI, but I've tested everything for 3 years, and the secret is using the right AI for each specific task. My team and I found Claude Opus 4.5 is the absolute go-to starter model. It just gets it. It matches my writing style 85 to 93% of the time, which is insane. If you're using the same AI for everything, you're leaving performance on the table. It's like using a hammer for every single job. The real question isn't what's the best AI, it's what's the best tool.
Cool. So that's the avatar guy. He just creates content. That's all. For $1 every 10 minutes. Okay, so now, well, I'm glad that worked. But we still need to kind of test. Okay, so last thing. Oh, he was fixing the URL. The photo was saved. The active avatar ID is this. Photo URL is that. It's now, the fix is now in place. So when you run it again, it will detect the photo you are in your active avatar. Add it to HeyGen using 4. We'll accept. Wait, no. We're using the avatar photo API, not the version 4. Because the version 4 was way more expensive, remember? The marketing sergeant. Is that Richard? You don't think the lip sync is off a little bit? No. It's the lag on the internet, honestly. That's why. And the lip sync is perfect, and then it also shrinks so that you're not going to see it. So while you're nitpicking details, it's just publishing content. So there's always stuff that you could be nitpicking and be like, he looks fake. He looks too polished. That's fine. Meanwhile, he's just going to continue pumping out content, and you'll be like, did you pump out content today? How long did it take? Well, he's just boop, boop. Then meanwhile, you're going to be like, hey, John, I don't want to do content anymore. Yeah, do you still have that avatar thing? You said he publishes 4 times a day, every day for $1. What? Yeah, or $1 a video. That's way more efficient than my time. So can I get that? Because full time, I don't want to go another year doing content full time again. That would suck because that's a lot of content is a full time job. Oh, he found it. Endpoint is there, and now he's going to down, which is going to fix this. Yep. Now I have to double check the API. And also double check, this shouldn't be a shocker. We should be using the same API because we removed the HeyGen version 4 one because that was way more expensive. So confirm this is the cheaper one too. And it was already hooked up, so I don't think we have to like redo this. Okay. I think I left him a little too stray, which is like, ooh. He was going and updating other things, and I'm like, you need to be kind of like specific and not go wild. I gotta get this ready for 3 clients this week. One's a marketing agency. We already sold it to, and then another one is a CEO of a startup. She doesn't have time to create content, so we have to get this up and ready for her. So I have 2 clients I gotta finish, get this done for. And then there's more people that want it. Then everyone in the community is like, hey, how's that avatar app? I was surprised there's more demand for the AI avatar automation than any of the other automation stuff we've been building. So, oh, it's compacting. No. We hit the compacting time. We've used 100% capacity. Now he has to. It's not the end of the world. Okay, HeyGen fix is implemented. Verify the service. Da da da. Good, the method exists. I just want to throw in there a double check. Server's running, the HeyGen there. We're using the right API service. Yes, and the right variables. I have to be so in depth with the variables and parameters inside this, which is like, oh my gosh. So update, yep, you update that method. Detects the photo from the settings, uploads, catches, and then uses. Yeah, that's the one I want. Because the other, this is a caveat, you guys are watching this. HeyGen has 2 APIs, and if you choose the wrong one, you could choose a one that is 2,100% increase in price, more expensive. 2,100% markup on the API service. Yeah, so you want to be careful around which API and which endpoints you'll be talking to. Cool. You're right, we're using, okay, cool. Just checking just to make sure. Yep, that's the perfect one. Not using that one because that is the most expensive one. And he should, okay, let's test this out. So we should be on Avatar here. So if I refresh, do I have to restart the server? I hope not. Click, make sure our avatar's in our settings. Yep, we want the blue shirt avatar, that's right. And then here we click 3 avatars. Okay, so now it's going to process, hopefully. Oh, 3 failed, okay. Sent 3 API requests to HeyGen and it failed. See, my hypothesis is that you have to do the training model. The photo doesn't work. The following, the issue is a 301 redirect, the issues but the server redirects to the HTTP clients and following protocols. So fix the issue, follow redirects. Let me fix this. Yeah, please fix this, Claude. This is your job. Founder IQ, what's up? Welcome to the chat. We are getting ready to publish this app to the community and to services. This is kind of weird, but it may start a new service agents or a new service offering, which is a whole nother thing. Because like marketing agencies want to offer this to their clients. So it's a whole different fee or charge. It doesn't count if you're getting it from the community. You have to get a commercial licensing fee for me to do that. But we have one marketing agency that wants to use this for their clients because it's like that. Most of the clients are like real estate agents and like mortgage brokers and then insurance as well too. And they're like, we don't have time to create content. And they're like, we can offer you a new service and charge high ticket for it. And it's like, because you'll make your profit on the markup for the lowering the cost for the deliverables since it's automated. Okay, let's retry this. Okay. Get the log. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Creating avatar video. This is fun. Okay, yeah, so we'll check on that in a moment to see, like, how is he doing? Oh. Yo, if this works with the new video and the new avatars. We're excited. Yes. Did I tell you I put Claude Claude on a $3 per month virtual private server? Good sir, that is a very interesting setup of self-hosting Claude Code on a virtual private server and only pay $3 a month. That, please create a YouTube video. That's pretty gangster. That is really cool. Ooh, are we creating multiple avatars right now? Yeah, we're creating multiple avatars right now. We shouldn't create multiple avatars right now, but shoot. When you do, pro tip, when you do your testing, don't test in batches, because if you make one mistake and you do it in batches, it's going to be multiple times mistakes. So if I mess up on this, it is 3 times the mistake. API, like, you're going to burn a ton. I've only spent, let's round it up to like $100 in API. So like all in, this app is like cost-wise is like $300. $200 in 2 months of Claude $100 subscription to just like do all the coding. Ooh, it's done. And then the second thing is, ooh, let's check out the avatar. We're looking for a blue shirt. Blue shirt.
Did you know your AI is already changing the economy? A new report shows how many jobs and industries are being transformed right now by AI, like Claude. If you're not paying attention, you might be left behind. The biggest surprise? Most AI use isn't new ideas, it's focused on refining existing work, especially coding and fixing software
Why is he
errors.
super...
And while automation is huge, people are increasingly working with AI.
Just curious, in the settings, why is he smiling super excited? Is there like parameters that is making him smile excessively?
Your job and what you can do to stay ahead. Click the link in bio to join my AI.
It's not bad, it's good, but the voice. If you upload a photo with smiling, actually... Hold on, how much was I smiling in that photo? Yeah, that's the problem right there. The problem is your avatar shouldn't smile that much. That is way too much smiling. They need to half smile, or else you get this Joker face thing.
AI community. We break down these reports and make sure you're prepared for the future and not afraid of.
Yeah, because it just instantly like stretches out. So that's not any coding crowd. It's coming from your source photo. HeyGen's based on an expression of that to fix it. Has a big smile. HeyGen eliminate will animate that as the base expression. Use a more neutral expression from your avatar source. HeyGen will lip sync more natural. Okay, so it has to be more natural expression. So that's a caveat here. We have to go back and add that back to the community notes. Basically, that's going to be lagging. Basically, so I'm putting this in the content tab in the community, and in that space I'm putting it because I'm like, where should I put the so it's the very first lesson, basically, content automation app. That's where I'm putting a lot of these resources right here. So like the prompts, I need to fix that prompt. Oops. Use a more natural expression in your photo avatar. can't be smiling. So we have to go AI Studio. Okay, so I'm just gonna rip through this big change real quick. So go to Google AI Studio, find the photo, say do with the more neutral expression. That's not that one. I want this one. Do. Give me the conversation. Give me the conversation. There we go. Oh, he's working on other stuff. We shouldn't. Okay. Those were the old ones. We should have a new one. Yeah, that's that one. Oh. I did this in GenSpark. I forgot. Hello, everyone. I know it's gonna lag bad right now. Just because I gotta like speed through work, and whenever I work, it's gonna lag hard. Sorry. Forgive the lag. Because we're just kind of speed running this right now. Thank you for the share, Marketing Sergeant. He's like, yo, someone has to go see this. This dude is laying out all the secrets. Where was that photo? I think I found it. Whew. Found it. Nice. We're gonna remix this one. Where's the remix? What are you doing? Stop. The automation is going in the background. I'm like, bro, there's nothing to process right now. Oh, can we just turn everything off right there? Stop. Sorry, generating the B-roll for that stuff. I'm like, no, we don't need to. We went up in price, 73 cents. I wonder where that came from. We'll take a look at that, make sure of that. And then, oh, so I need to generate a new avatar. And then Heijin. Give me this as a ratio of a square 1:1. Use a more natural expression. That's basically what we have to replace, because if your avatar is smiling in his photo, it will make him Joker face. You'll get the Joker thing where he's just going crazy. Carlos, what's up? He's like, what are you working on today? Another update? Yeah. Well, I'm working on the tutorial. So like I'm actually going through the workflow of like, here's how to set it up. Here's how to train your avatar. Here's how to train your voice. Here's how to add the settings. So I'm kind of going through that workflow, finding little bugs along the way to kind of like work through. Okay, we'll change that. So, what we need to do now? Oh, okay. Better. I think that's good. So, I want this one. Download. I know, he's not smiling. Don't worry. If he's smiling, you get the Joker face. So, that's why. I will say, okay, hold on. Let me go to the videos. Okay. Record this part here. John, this goes back to the course because I'm also recording on the other side. One thing I noticed that will actually cause a mistake is if your avatar is smiling, just so you know, then Heijin will turn him into like a Joker face is the best way I could explain it. So let me just restart this video. Because I started smiling, notice how he has this Joker style. So that means that when you train your avatar, so what that means is when you generate your avatar, make sure in the image prompt, which I've added down below, is make sure you use a more neutral expression, basically. So that is gonna, so all I did was go back to my original prompt.
Okay.
What's
First of all, thanks a lot.
I'm live. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm busy right now,
oh.
so I'll talk. Yeah.
After. No problem. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So all I did was go back to the original conversation in GenSpark that I was having to create the image. This was a little too bright. So this was the original image. It has a remix button, and when you click on that, it just pops the same image in here, and then all I did was add the prompt to say use a more neutral expression. But you're going to get this since the prompt has that in the first time now. Just so you're aware, and he's going to generate a more neutral expression. We're going to download this one. Perfect. We're going to go to Hostinger. We're going to go to our website files. Nice. Going back to our website settings, we're going to go to tools here, just so you guys can see. So under that part right there, oh, hold on. Nice, okay. So on Hostinger, there's another one. So on Hostinger, or wherever you have your hosting site, nice. I'm still working on automations for one of my YouTube channels. Nice, Carlos. Everyone's automating their content. I love it. Is there a live translation for Dutch? I don't think so, unfortunately. I don't think YouTube has the Dutch translation. That'd be good to know, though. Welcome, Dutch audience. Nice to meet you. So on the websites in Hostinger, under the website list, we're just going to go to Tools and then File Manager. Click on your URL for that domain. Perfect. We're going to go to Public Folder, Image Avatars. We're going to, oh. Then we're going to go to Canva. We're going to delete this one because we can't do smiling, and we're going to download our new one. Perfect. And then we're going to choose background remove. Oops, nope. Perfect. So now we're going to add our new one with the not smiling. So we're going to click the download, and then there's our new one. We're going to click background remove. Nice. And then I'm going to stretch it out and then move him in the middle. Looks pretty much the same. Same size. Make him a little bigger. Perfect. I like that. I like that. That looks good. I'm going to click on him, go to position, so I could go to layers and delete the bottom layer. So it's just him. Perfect. So that's our new one. We're going to download this new avatar, PNG, one source, click down, or click download. Perfect. Now that's downloaded, go to Hostinger where you have your website. You want to go to where your website has the file manager. We're going to go into the file tools for your website to upload this again. So now we're going to go here in public file. We have our avatars folder again. I'm going to right click on this, click rename, and just copy, just so I can rename it the same thing. I'm going to delete this and drag our new one in here. Perfect. We're going to right click and rename and paste so we have our new name. Perfect. That way we don't have to change the URL. And if we refresh, and we paste that whole URL. Remember, the URL has avatars and the avatar, your name of the file. There's our avatar with the neutral expression. Perfect. So now if we go back to the settings of the app, go into settings. Now under here, we can go down to our avatars. We're going to delete this one just so it retrains it and gets a new ID. Click OK. I'm going to delete this one as well too. For whatever reason, I'm unable to delete the Jonathan Blue in the settings. I click the X for the avatar and he doesn't delete. We do want to always leave at least one default, which I think you have there, and that works. Then we're going to scroll down to where it says add photo avatar. We're going to paste that URL and give him a name. Perfect. We're going to click add. There's our new avatar with, if we zoom in, he has a happy expression, so it hasn't cleared the cache, hasn't cached the new one, so that's something that we want to just force. So if you go to Hostinger, every website's a little bit different. So if you go to where do you delete the cache? Cache and no, you can't. Okay, that's not fun. Let's try that again. Okay, perfect. Command Shift R, hard refresh. Perfect. He's working on that. Okay. Okay, he's just going to check this to see if that works. Nice, nice, nice. If you guys are just following, we're building a content automation app. We're recording the training video so that we can give away this app hopefully this weekend to members. I won't be able to get to it today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to finish the rest of it. Just because I'm going to be leaving pretty soon. Found it. Blue already has no ID field, so that it's undefined. That's why it doesn't match. So let me delete that if the ID is missing. Okay, cool. So he's just gonna fix this little bug, and then we'll be good to test. Because I want to get at least one test before I leave. Nice. Just feels like a productive day whenever you're working with Claude. Refresh the settings, and now you try deleting him. Perfect. So refresh. Command Shift R. Now that you have your new avatar ID, go to the settings page and, oops, I'm out of focus. There we go. Once you have the avatar ID, go to the settings page and scroll down. And then from here, we're going to add the avatar ID, that URL that we just created, and then give him a name. And then click Add Photo Avatar. There he is. Hmm. Oh, it's still picking up the new one. We need to actually delete and hard code a new URL because it's caching the old one. The other one has server data hasn't propagated through all the servers around the world. It's still showing the old cache. Something you have to deal with as a developer. Have you tried the AI to make a tutorial? Tutorials, there's so much of like things to go back and forth. Tutorials aren't as simple just here's a script, here's a thing and record. There's a lot that kind of goes in, at least when I do my tutorials. So I'll use, after this, it's actually recording a whole course right now. It's actually been recording this whole time with all my mistakes and pausing and stuff. So I'm just going to go through and glean, edit the whole thing, and I get a nice clean video right out the gate. That's perfect, matches B-roll, because I don't do tutorials that often per se, so it's not like content is a full-time job. That I want completely off my plate. Tutorials, it's like, plus this is for an app that is like, it's like I'm still building the plane as I'm flying, and now I'm taking passengers. And they're getting in the seats, and there's no like ceiling. There's not even seatbelts. We may or may not make it to the destination. I can't promise anything. If Claude goes down, there goes our engines. We are solely flying on Claude gasoline right now. If we run out of Claude tokens, like, game over. This plane's going down. We're flying to automate everything in content. That's where we're flying. It's a metaphor for for building an app. So we need to reload this to a new one. So let me re-record this part. Okay. If you're changing avatars, I do recommend to bring the new avatar in, but do not use the old URL, because if you use the old URL, then it may cache the old URL with the old image. It may take an hour or maybe sometimes a day sometimes to get the new URL. So it's really instant, honestly. But for your automation, I do recommend, if you're going to upload a new avatar, make sure it's a completely new URL so that it caches or downloads the latest version, which is the perfect one that you want. So I'm going to just go ahead and delete this guy. I'm going to rename him something similar. Cavalier shirt 2, really doesn't matter. Copy. Okay, so now that he's renamed, let me fix the URL. There. So now the new URL, that's the new one. So regular domain, avatars is the folder. We have our new URL, that's a completely different one, so it grabs the latest one. Copy, go to your settings, go ahead and delete any ones that are there. Perfect. I just like to refresh the screen too. Solid. Go ahead and paste your URL here, give it a name. And then click add photo avatar. It renders it. That way you can see that's the one that we want. Perfect. If you have any others, you could just, again, hit the X, delete them. You can have as many as you want, really doesn't matter. Perfect. That's our new avatar. We're going to select him. He's now active. We're going to refresh. Perfect. So now we have our avatar. We have our voice. Let's go back to our dashboard. I'm also showing this process because sometimes it's not perfect, honestly. It takes iterations to kind of work this out and customize this for your workflow, which is the biggest thing. I'm trying my best to like make this like universal per se, but as you're seeing, there are little finessing little tweaks before. So we're getting there, which I'm excited for. Now that to test the app, we're going to go to dashboard, and here you can go ahead and paste a URL if you have not done so already. You could paste a URL of any news article and it will go and scrape that, and then you can click add. Mm-hmm. 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 You could submit a new idea and have it go through the process. So I just pasted that URL, so we should see him kind of surface right about here. So he's already done that whole process. The other ones, if you have existing records down here that you want to rerun through, like redo the avatar, for example, you could click on the status right here and you could change the status back to, say, for example, the voice is done. So if you change it back to the voice is done, then it will redo the avatar. So we'll click that and you can click OK to confirm. And now it will automatically go back to that status. Probably same with this guy. And you'll see them load up here. And you can see here the avatar is processing. There's the session log where you could kind of see underneath the hood to see if anything's aired out. How's everything doing? I need to check HeyGen's API to make sure that we're using the correct API and we're not getting charged ludicrously a lot of money right now. That's one big thing I want to check. Oh, he's done. Oh, he's done again. Okay, turn off automations. Fix that. Okay. I think this one has redone the avatar. Let's check him. A is for avatar.
Did you know ChatGPT is about to start showing you ads? Most people think AI is just a tool, but it's evolving fast and it's about to get a whole lot more personal. Here's what you need to know. OpenAI is planning to roll out targeted ads directly within ChatGPT.
A little too serious. We have to make him with a subtle smile. So let's go.
Did you know your AI is already changing the economy? A new report shows how many jobs and industries are being transformed right now by AI, like Claude. If you
Okay, more neutral? No, with a subtle smile. So let's remix this. Is that it? With a subtle smile? So something like this. Okay. Oof, I have to go. Okay, so I gotta keep building. Well, I'm not gonna build this, but if we finish this, but I have to go head out to another meeting. So, everyone on TikTok and YouTube, good to see each and every one of you. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you guys in the next live stream, probably tomorrow, and then I'll have this up tomorrow. I have more time tomorrow to fix a lot of this stuff and get this done and deployed. So, if you're on the GitHub, I'll just push in the latest GitHub, so you're good there. And then from there. So now settle,